everybody, welcome back. My name's Stefan, and today we'll be continuing on the Life-Seeded Purifier Challenge, Episode 2. Let's go. So last we left off, it wasn't that bad. We have discovered our first Elgate over in the Garthi Maelstrom, and we have also discovered Zanam. So with Zanam, I hope to just build a station over in Hirasant, and just spam some corvettes with shields over. Zanam is heavily focused on energy weaponry, and so if we can spam shields with missile corvettes, it's going to take out a couple of them at a time, and we can just attrition them to death, and then come in and colonize the planet. Otherwise, I hope to be expanding over in this direction. I'll probably end up leaving a couple systems open, so that I can spawn pirates while being somewhat in control over them. Pirates actually have a chance of generating an Elgate Insight once they die, so that's going to be our way of getting more habitats, because for every Elgate Insights we have, we can get more habitats. And by the way, this is a self-set rule, not something the game requires you to do, just in case this is the first thing you see from me. Ooh, Voidborn. I mean, Voidcraft. Voidcraft is very useful because we're going to be able to place the scientist over on our engineering tree, and he's going to increase the chance of Voidcraft tech appearing by 15%. I don't believe it applies to this round because I just placed him there after the tech was researched. But in the future, it should increase the chances of us getting destroyers, starholds, and most importantly, star fortresses. There we go. Pirates taken out. Actually, just barely. If we weren't Fnatic Purifiers, that may not have happened. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that we just researched. Well, we didn't quite research the stuff, but we got permanent ways to research it. One thing I do have to note is that even though these are permanent research options, they don't actually negate their respective techs from the tech pool, meaning that if coil guns were gonna spawn, they're gonna spawn and they're just gonna be combined into this option that is permanently available. So there is really not a way to cheese the system by having somewhat researched permanent techs up and running, so we eventually have to go through some of these. Ooh, Ether Drake. Well, it's very unfortunate that I can't actually jump anywhere, so... Okay. He pops up over here, and I pop out my scientist. That's the best thing to do if there's a Leviathan, because if he engages the ship dies, and the scientist dies along with it. However, if you kick the scientist out, then it works out just fine. And in case it's a false alarm, you can just plop him back on, and he's good as new. Oh, Beth Menace. Oh god, is this? Oh my god, it's a colonized system. It looks like we got someone over in this region, or this region, who knows. But they're close, and that's scary. Okay, so we got some hegemonic imperialists going. Well, that's a good change from the pacifists. Let's see if this ship makes it out alive. Nope. That sucks. He got deported, even though he was gonna self-deport. How unfair. Also looks like we got some slave modifiers. Let's see our policies real quick. Oh yeah, we got some slavery allowed. Disgusting. I mean, letting Xenos live is the most atrocious thing you can possibly imagine. A quick pacification is the way to go, not enslavement. Oh wow, do I really need to outlaw a robot just for you guys? I mean, it's not like we were going to use them anyway, but yes, now it's in law, and you're happy. Great. Alright, now we got Limbo. I've usually just let the dead aliens lie, but apparently you can get something from downloading their neural patterns. I believe it's an achievement, so it probably won't do anything for us, but if you're playing with achievements on by not having mods such as no edge scroll, it could hook you up with something good if you're into achievements and everything. Ooh, Bunkerbot. Interesting. We just dealt with robots, and now we're dealing with more. Supposedly, the Bunkerbot should give you an extra Elgate Insight. I haven't had that happen yet, But let's see if that works this time. Nothing. Great. Ooh, torpedoes. I'm not gonna spam all corvette torpedoes because torpedoes are pretty bad against small targets such as those of the Znam. But having torpedoes is gonna be really useful for stations and such. I mean, you can't really evade if you're a space station. Just a giant hunk of metal floating in space. One thing that is actually pretty important in relations with AI is your naval capacity, because they actually take a look at that and factor it in their calculations for threat. And so if we have a big navy, they're less likely to actually attack us, which is good because we're only going to want to handle one empire at a time, and we're going to be the ones on the offensive most of the time. Alright, now that we have about 104 mineral production, I think I can afford trying to spam Guardians of Znam over there. So I'll be building up on my shipyard over in Hirashand, and after that I'll probably end up using the remnants of my fleet to declare war against these dirty pacifists. You know, in this situation, if we're trying to build a choke point, just taking Immersive and nothing else would be ideal. But since it only matters if the AI tries to break through this particular system, we can just colonize Markaz, Trunt, and Gorthon, and benefit from these systems until the beginning of the war with these guys. And if the war does come, I should be able to just take over these systems relatively quickly within a couple of years, meaning that we're going to gain decades of production from these systems while only losing a couple of years. So that should be worth it. Oh wow, we also got a wreckage going from the Yanari Sovereignty. Well, it's a choice between minerals and influence, and in this situation I actually would like to go for influence. That way we can probably start to get some edicts going, like declare saint and keep some influence for later. Now, while gaining influence is the correct choice in this situation, it's not really realistic. Why would a Purifier Empire be returning minerals to a neighbor if they hate them? It doesn't make any sense. It really should be blocked off to my kind of empire. Ooh, wow. Looks like our pacifist neighbors haven't been sleeping. They've been expanding. And in fact, they have 5 colonies going at this point. So I will try to come at them as soon as possible. And also, these guys declaring rivalry. And why the hell would you do that? We just returned cargo to you. I thought we were just friendly neighborhood purifiers. Why can't that be a thing? Alright, perfect. We got a design going for our missile boats. We call them spam. And indeed, we're going to spam them all over Hirashand. Alright, 1.7k fleet power. Let's see how that fares against the Nam. I do hope that they don't all die instantly, but if they do, they should be able to retreat back to Hirashand. Okay, let's see how this plays out. 1.7 versus 1.4k. Okay, well, that's not a viable strategy. I think I may just go after the purifiers at this point. And I thought chipping down Zanam would be a good idea, but apparently they're just too strong. We have to get like 5k fleet power going until we can do anything with them. But we don't need 5k to try to deal with these guys. And so I'll try to take them out. I'll take over Tharbik, and hopefully I can hold that until I can get more reinforcements going. Ooh, new contact. More pacifists, eh? Disgusting. Now we got about 2k fleet power over here. These guys are still kind of equivalent, so we should be able to take them on. Right? Yeah, inferior now. Let's go. Declare war. Purification. Let's go. Oh, do you wish to discuss the terms of your surrender? Hell to the nah. Let's go rush them. I am going over my naval capacity, and while that is bad, I do hope to lose a couple ships attacking this system, and it should work out well. The thing I did not prepare, however, are the armies, and so I will probably end up having to bombard the planet. Although it would really be nice to just keep all those pops around so I can eat them later. Wow, I'm really surprised I didn't lose a single ship on that. Well, let's just continue taking over some systems. Oh, wow. Looks like that's where they were. Okay, let's go take them out. Oh yeah, first naval engagement. No problems. No losses. Actually, we did lose one ship. Never mind. Alpha strike. Absolute destruction. This is the most OP strat that you can come up with in the early game, and yeah, this is why the run is going to be not absolute hell. Because if we didn't have access to this, oh, it would be over for us. Well, it wouldn't be over. We wouldn't be at war, but it'd be way harder for us to try to take over some of these guys. What's that? A fully built up station? How about no losses? This is just disgusting. We're too powerful. Oh wow, looks like that's the system I've been getting throughout all of my runs. Just a bunch of strategic resources in one place. Huh. Oh wow, look at that. Looks like those pacifists send in their fleet. And it gets destroyed by a tier 1 base. Yay, balance. Ooh, new contact. Hello there, more slavers. Pacifists, pacifists, slavers, slavers, slavers. I mean, that's literally how it is, right? Well, hegemonic imperialists are close enough, right? Oh, hell yeah, Thel is invaded. And in fact, we're going to do a special type of purge. We're going to go ahead and process those guys. In fact, that's what the default setting should be, processing. What I will do is just like clear some space on my home planet so I can resettle some of these guys. They're not producing any food right now, and that's because their unrest is way too high. However, I'll remedy this by replacing some of these useless buildings with strongholds and resettling some of these pops to my Gaia world very temporarily. Oh no, we got war exhaustion going. That is unfortunate. That's going to mean that we have only 48 months to try to claim all of this territory. I may try to take the north, or I can just leave this system be. Upgrade to a starport, have it as a choke point for 2 empires. Yeah, that'd be nice. And now this was probably a mistake. Okay, well at least we got our good peeps going on here. But I should have waited. I got too cocky with this series of wins going. Oh wow, more aliens, more pacifists too. God damn. And we have our slavers and pacifists and these guys, I guess. I'm also really on top of my minerals game for whatever reason, so I guess I'll just treat my stations really nicely and upgrade some of them. I'm gonna have to seriously consider just restarting this run so that we don't have this many bullshit things happen all at the same time. Because I mean, who wants to watch this? We have pacifists on all sides. Although, technically, we do have these guys, and these guys, once they're eliminated though, we're safe. And I don't want to be safe. I want to be in danger. That's how the game is made fun. It also looks like we finally got some resistance going from these guys, and they may actually trample my fleet. So I'm just gonna settle status quo real quick. Yeah. Your besieging hostilities will open up new diplomatic dialogue between the true Hysterian Imperium and the Confederation of Thel. Sure. Wow, we have like a string of hegemonic imperialists, a string of slavers, and a string of pacifists. This is kind of weird. We have a hell of a lot of food production. That one pop is really growing at this point. Yeah, I think I may just have to go ahead and try to take out Zanam, just so that my pops can have a space to grow into. Because right now this is kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna have to start building some resource silos everywhere. Actually, with 70 naval capacity, I may be able to just spam Zanam to death. Huh, that could work. I'll try that next episode because the ending for this one is long overdue. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like. and subscribe if you want to see more. So I'll see you guys next one. Bye bye.